I wasn't doing well in school. I wanted to seek fulfillment in other places, and I started to seek that through men. A friend had told me about a dating app that she thought was so fun, and to my surprise is actually when I met Jeff. I mean, I had, swiped right, and so I was definitely interested in him. But when I met him, I just knew that there was something different about him.
I just tore my ACL, so I showed up on our first date with crutches and a broken leg. And she still had a second date after too. So, praise the Lord.
He actually invited me to Hope about 1 week after we had started dating.
People jumping up and down, praise pit, lights, music. I thought it would just be a fun thing to do to bring her to church.
When I understood the sacrifice that Jesus had made for me, sacrificing his life, I couldn't just continue to ignore that and not do the same for him. That's when I decided to surrender my life to Jesus.
When Taylor gave her life to Christ, I was super excited for her. She's the first person that I've ever brought to church, and that was the best decision I ever did, to bring her to church on the first week we met. I'm never gonna regret that.
When we first started dating, we immediately moved in together, and I think I realized pretty early on after starting my life to Jesus that I needed some serious help in the area of relationships.
I started my life to Christ in high school, but when we first started dating, we were not doing the relationship the right way. Something always felt a little off, like in the back of our heads, just something's not right.
I was really counting the cost of our relationship, and I was ready to do, whatever it took to get me closer to Jesus, whether that meant continuing our relationship if Jeff was ready to pursue Jesus in the same way that I was, or I thought that I might have to move on at that point because if we were on the same path together, then I just knew that ultimately it wouldn't work out. When I realized that we weren't doing our relationship the right way, the opportunity actually arose for me to move in with some girls from Hope, and that's what really made the difference.
At the beginning, I was kind of against the idea of Taylor moving out, but then the more I learned about how God designed relationship, I was willing to do whatever it takes to grow up close to Jesus and also together as a couple as well. God provided the right tools, the right steps to resolve conflicts, got some new insights on what relationship is in God's eyes and how he designed it for a man and woman.
I had actually found the ring before he proposed, but at that time I knew that neither of us were ready.
That's when I started seeking out advice from other couples, older couples in our church, and which I'm glad I did.
The day that it actually happened, I was completely blindsided.
And I said, "Will you marry me?" And she said no 3 times.
But once I realized what was going on, I was like, oh my gosh, yes. And so then we were engaged.
I don't want other couples to go through some of the failures that we experienced. I wish, I did a relationship the right way a long time ago. So I just want to be that couple for other couples who are still struggling with some of these issues and just be there for them.
Doing a relationship God's way has made our relationship do a complete 180 from where we were before. We interact with each other so much better. We treat each other with love and respect, and it's just better than I could have imagined doing it our own way.
My name's Jeff.
And I'm Taylor.
We're Campus Changers
and City Changers.